Good morning, children. Today we will study about the statutory corporation. It is established under a special act passed in parliament or state legislature assembly. So statutory corporation is always established by passing a special act in the parliament if it's a central government corporation, and by passing a special act in the state legislative if it's a state government corporation. Its objective, powers and functions are clearly defined in the special act. So a special act is made in which the objectives of the statutory corporation, powers of the statutory corporation and the functions of the statutory corporation is clearly defined. It is financially independent with the clear control over the specified areas. Statutory corporation has the power of governance as well as considerable amount of operational stability. So we can see that in the statutory corporation, the power of governance is there as in the public companies, as well as operational flexibility is also given in these corporations as it happens in the private enterprises. Very good example is the Unit Trust of India, then the Life Insurance Corporation of India, LIC, famously known as LIC, State Bank of India, Air India. All these are enterprises that comes under the statutory corporations. Now what are the features of the statutory corporation? The first is it is established under a special act which defines the object, power and functions. So statutory corporation is always established under a special act which is passed in the parliament or the legislative assembly, and the object, power and functions of the statutory corporation is written in that act. It has a separate legal entity. Legal entity means that statutory corporation can work under its own name, under its own stamp. All the works of the company or the corporation can be done under its own stamp or under the name of the statutory corporation. Its management is vested in the corporate of directors appointed by or nominated by the government. The government also nominates the board of directors who basically controls the company. The fourth is it has its own staff recruited and appointed as per the provision of the act. So according to the special act, statutory corporation has its own staff which is recruited and also appointed by the government of India. Fifth is this type of enterprise is usually independently financed. It obtains fund by borrowing from the government or from the public or through earnings. So statutory corporation is usually independent organization. It is independently financed. They are financed by borrowing from the government or from the public and through the revenue generated by sales of goods and services. These organizations can also make use of their revenues which they earn while running the business. Now the sixth feature is it is not subject to same accounting or audit rules which are applicable to the government departments. So these statutory corporations are free from government accounting and audit control. Why? Because they are not financed from the central budget of the government. And moreover, the employees of such enterprises are not government or civil servants. Their conditions, procedures, rules and regulation of work are prescribed under the provision of the Act itself. So everything is written in the Act. We can say that it is partly government and partly private corporation. Now the next topic is merits of the statutory corporation. The first merit is internal autonomy. So statutory corporation enjoys a good deal of autonomy in its day-to-day operation and is free from political interference. Due to the autonomous setup, they have their own rules and regulations, their policies and procedures, so that they can function independently, and they are free from all political interference. But these the Act may provide few matters and issues which require approval from the particular ministry. But they are totally not free. Certain matters, certain issues are required to take approval from the ministries. The second merit is quick decision. It can take prompt decision and quick action, as it is a tree from the prohibited rules of the government. So as we know that they are free from the interference from the government control, they are free to take their own decisions, and as a result decision is very, very quick. The third benefit is parliamentary control. Their performance is subject to discussions in the parliament, which ensures proper use of public money. So the performance of the statutory corporation is discussed in the parliament, so that there is proper use of the public money. Since they are not financed from the central budget, the government do not interfere in the financial matters of the corporation. The last is effective management. Their directors and top executives are professionals and experts of different fields. I have already explained to you that the civil servants or the IAS officer are not the employees of this corporation. So the directors and the top executives are professionals and they are expert in running the organization. Now the next topic is demerits of the statutory corporations. First demerit is, in reality there is not much operational flexibility. It suffers from lots of political interference. So we know that I have explained you that political interference is not there, but in reality this doesn't happen. There is not much operational flexibility. Autonomy exists only on papers. In reality, all operational and actions are subject to many rules and regulations. As a result, it suffers from a political interference. Second demerit is, usually they enjoy monopoly in the field and do not have profit motive, due to which their working turns out to be inefficient. These organizations enjoy the monopoly in their particular field, and as a result, the statutory corporation do not run with the profit motive, due to which their working turns out to be, as a result, it turns out to be an inefficient organization. Next is third demerit is where there is dealing with public, rampant corruption exists. Thus, public corporation is suitable for undertaking requiring monopoly powers, example, public utilities. So, corruption is rampant in this corporation, frequent corruption is there, as the officials misuse their autonomy and indulge in unfair practices. Government often appoints advisors to the corporation boards. This affects the freedom in the decision making and often leads to disagreement. Thus, there is always delay in the decision. Now, where this statutory corporation is suitable, it is suitable for organizing public enterprises. Number one, so this is very suitable for organizing the public enterprises, where when the enterprise requires special power under the act. If an enterprise requires special power under the act to organize the public enterprise, then statutory corporation is the best way to run the organization. The second is the enterprise require huge amount of capital investment. So this statutory corporation requires a huge amount of capital investment. So when the huge amount of capital investment is required, the private people don't invest. In that case, statutory corporation is the best way for the government to run the organization. Today only this much. Thank you.